arching back off the ladder.
Once I get a nice hold, I usually try to step down one.
Yep.
And sit right at the windowsill so I can bring them up and out. So
I'm going to hand Todd the wrist. Now, what I like to do is I like to get this victim and push him into the wall. And you guys will see when I push him into the wall, he's going to rise up on his heels. It's just the way the body works because of your knees and everything and your joints compressing together. It's going to push him up a little bit. So up like this, keep my knee under his butt. This lets me get a nice low grip. The lower grip that you can get, the more power you're going to have with your lift, right? We don't want to. Have you guys ever tried a hang power clean versus a ground power clean? What's easier, the ground or the hang?
hang. Ground.
Ground. Ground's easier because you're using your legs from the ground pulling up. The hang clean, you're going from just right here with the bar off the ground. You gotta get up with a little bit of pop. Right here, I get nice and low, and we get in a squat. And here's our command. See how Todd said ready? When I say ready, we just go. So let's try it again.
Ready.
Ready. Up into the window. If I don't get him all the way up, I'm going to take his legs while I'm pinning him up against the sill. I'm going to take his legs, spread them apart, and I'm going to use my knee on his crotch. The reason being is that if he decides to slouch back in, I don't want him to fall all the way to the ground and have to redo this whole operation. So I pin him up against here. Also, once his head is out here, is it in clean air?
Yeah.
Ish. Right? It's
still some stuff.
There's still some stuff, but it's a lot better than here, right? So, with that being said, right now, I can, if I'm tired, because this is tiring doing this, I can take a little break right here. Hey Todd, I need a breather, right? Because the last thing I want to do is kill myself in here trying to get this victim out, because you guys have all pushed yourself to that limit where you just become weak and you can't do anything, right? Once you hit that point, you're useless. You got to call another guy up in here to finish your job, right? So take a break. All right, let's do this. If the victim's low on the sill, see how he's real low like this? You need to get him up higher. Go underneath, grab underneath the crotch. Sorry, Donaldson. So grab underneath the crotch, grab onto yourself, and all you're going to do is just lift him up so his hips are on the sill. Like that. Okay? Todd's hand positioning. Everybody come over here and look at Todd's hand positioning. In between the neck and the shoulder. Okay, and both arms, you shoot both the victim's arms out off the side of the beam. Reason being is that if this is a narrow window and we have to stand them up, if you have your hand right here on the victim,
if I go up in here, right, where does he go if we shoot him out?
They'll just slide right off.
Right? So get him up where you can lock him in.
Yep.
And grab that bottom of that beam right now.
As soon as he's ready, because the whole pace is on Todd. If I go too fast and I'm Mr. Stud fireman and Todd is me or something like that, you don't want to freaking push him out the window and have me on the ladder like, oh, whoa, 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 and I'm going off, right? We want to be able to get this victim out efficiently. So Todd is dictating the pace. Ready for the leg?
Ready for leg.
Victim goes out, and see how I keep this leg pinned up against the wall right here? Now, I've got the leg pinned here. If the victim decides to want to fall or something like that, we've got, Fatty Patty here. And
don't call him that.
Sorry, Nancy.
Large Lisa.
We've got large Lisa here, and she decides to take a header off Todd's frail little arms there. All of a sudden, she starts sliding. If I've got this leg pinned here, she's not going to go anywhere, right? And what to do if she breaks her leg? I'd rather have a broken leg than be dead, right? So Todd's hand, see how it immediately goes between the legs? When he tells me he's ready, and I start to bring her out, Todd's hand immediately goes to the back of the beam, and both of his hands stay there. Do not let go. If you let go of the back of the beam, that whole victim is going to slide down on you, and you might as well just toss her off. So
easier.
It would be quicker. Donaldson will like it more. Ready for the last leg?
Ready.
Victim goes on the ladder. If the victim is too far to one side or the other, I need to help Todd reposition a little bit, but Todd's the person that's got control, so he can either slide down on one side or the other. it is easier. I know Todd mentioned it earlier. I like it as well to have the victim slanted more towards the legs, because most of the mass is on this arm. If this arm's a little bit higher than the other one, it kind of puts more of the mass on the low arm. Does that make sense? So Todd's gonna go ahead and start sliding. What happens if the victim starts going faster than Todd too?
Chest. Yep.
Pin it in.
Right.
Cool. Donaldson likes that one. So when I get the victim out, is my job done? No. I gotta make 100% sure that this room's clear. So if I get this victim out and I'm positive the room's clear, get out the window. But if I get the victim and I maybe haven't searched that back corner over there, I've got it. Listen to a little voice inside your head, okay? Because now is not the time to miss a victim.